All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to go racing. Up front will be Richie Joplin and Jeremy Gardner have the front row. Justin Swafford, Clay Kirchenbauer on the second row. Pudge and Jarrett Woodard on the third. Blake Veek and Jeff Sheldon have the fourth. Jeffrey Goodpaster and Russell Worth rounding out the top 10. Good evening, David. Kevin Bernheimer in 11th. Paulo Anacito in 12th. Jacob Morgan in 13th. PJ Cox in 14th. Cody Kennedy in 15th. Lance Sponberg in 16th. Sean Lesperant starts 17th. 18th is Tyler Ott. Brody Green in 19th. And Darren Silva starts 20th. Brandon Newby, Colby Whipple, and Christopher Confer rounding out the field. Regular season points champion not here tonight. Patrick Gitter not out on track. Good evening, Leslie. And David calling this one Clay's night. You know, I made a comment a few moments ago. Indy got that win over the weekend. Could very well be a great night to have the family get a sweep. Hey, good evening, Glenn. And yeah, you can hear Pudge in his interview, man. He is ready to go. He loves these kind of tracks. All the drivers are stacked up. Pace car about to start rolling. 120 laps. Stage breaks are at 30, 60, and the end of the race. 20 drivers in the playoffs. And after the third race of the playoffs, 5 drivers will be eliminated. Tonight could be a deciding factor for somebody, and weirdly, with Patrick Gitter not here, that definitely throws the title up in the air. Hey, Gitter, if you're watching, drop in the comments and tell us who your guess is. You know, I used to have a little can of oxygen that was sent to me by a group I broadcast as a joke a long time ago. Given this new track, given these cars, really wish I had unboxed that. I just got my desk set up this week. Really wish I had unboxed that and had it sitting here because that joke might be useful here tonight. Remember, a lot of the playoff drivers have the orange spoiler and the orange visors. Next week, expect to see all the playoff drivers with that. And it does look like they are going to delay the green by 1 lap. Making sure they get everybody stacked up and ready to go here. Looks like they got a bit of a glitch on this one, so they'll go green when the pace car drops in. From what I have seen of this track so far, there is going to be some epic racing here tonight. 28 degrees of banking through the turns, flat on the front straightaway, flat on the back straightaway. This is definitely going to be an awesome show here tonight. They come out of turn 4, should see the pace car drop in here. There he goes. Richie Joplin will lead them down at the new Atlanta. He fires and green is in the air there, underway in Atlanta, round 1 of the playoffs. Off into turn one, still side by side everywhere. Heard a lot of guys trying 3 wide in practice. Only a few were able to make it successful. It's going to be a lot like Daytona and Talladega, but not nearly as wide and not nearly as much grip for these cars. As they complete lap 1, it looks like everybody taking it fairly easy early on. Christopher Confer dropping off the back for the moment might be the smartest move of the race. Time will tell as Richie Joplin now has the lead. Swafford in second. It does take a while for that outside line to build up enough rubber and they build up enough heat that line starts coming. But once that outside line starts moving, man, it goes flying. And I did see what we just saw there in practice a lot. A lot of guys down on the apron through the quad oval up front. Richie is loose. Gardner gets his bumper. They both manage to save it. There's a tap. They're checking up. There's cars going around. Russellworth is in the wall. Caution. Blake Viken was caught. Brody Green. Lance Sponberg. There you see Gardner had to check up. And then everybody has to check up back behind. Blake Viken really took a hard lick. Take a look at Brody Green as he comes through. Oh, Brody almost saves it by drifting it through there. Tyler Ott and Darren Silva both get caught in this. Oh, Darren almost makes it through that. Several guys have very close calls here early on. And several guys already on pit road for repairs. Justin Swafford to the lead. Pudge now up into second. Richie back to third. Clay in fourth. Gardner in fifth. Got a little sketchy. Gardner and Richie both did a great job of holding on to him. Let's see if we can get a quick word with Gardner, if he can get the binky out of his mouth. Hey, Gardner, it's Doug. You got me?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, that looked a bit close and a bit scary for you.
Yeah, it was. I was trying to avoid Richie because I thought he was going to wreck, and then I got hit from behind, and I thought for sure I was about to see the wall, but somehow I saved it.
Man, it got a little crazy in front of you. It got a lot crazy behind you, but you're holding on to a top 5 right now. And only a couple laps in, but we're already seeing cars sliding around. There is not a lot of grip out there.
No, it's not. Hell, it got loose in practice just by itself. So it's this is going to be interesting for sure.
Well, man, get out there. Keep up the good work. Keep the binky in your mouth to stay focused. And good luck to you, buddy.
All right, people. I hope that retirement check hits tomorrow.
Thanks, buddy.
All right.
Jeremy Gardner. So Swafford has the lead now. Pudge in second. Evan, I think you're probably had the best comments so far tonight, honestly. That was interesting to say the least. Things getting exciting very early. And you know, a guy who dropped off the back early on, we talked about him on lap 2, having fallen off the back and how that might have been the wisest choice. Christopher Confer now up 11 spots into 12th place just by being back there and avoiding a lot of chaos. Same with Brandon Newby up 10 spots. Colby Whipple up 9 spots. Several guys back, much further back, having to use their fast repair early. This track is tricky at the speeds these cars go. With all the power these cars have and the complete and utter lack of downforce these cars have, it's going to make a track like this very, very difficult to drive. We've talked about all season long how these cars have so little downforce and so much power. They're really a driver's car. These guys have done an amazing job, but I think this track kind of threw a monkey wrench in everybody's plan. Lights are out. We're getting ready to go green again. Swafford and Pudge on the front row. Richie and Kirchenbauer on the second. Jeffrey Goodpaster, Jeremy Gardner on the third. Jeff Sheldon, Jarrett Woodard, Colby Whipple, and PJ Cox rounding out the top 10. Pace car is in. Swafford will control the start. He's in the restart zone. They fire. Green flag in the air. Pudge does not get a good start. Clay right there giving him a little bump draft, helping him get up to speed. There's an opening at the bottom. Clay drops down. Pudge all alone on the high side for the moment. Swafford takes the lead early. Richie Joplin all over the back bumper. Gardner closing in. Kirchenbauer's right there. Goodpaster is right there. Darren Silva on pit road for an extended amount of time. The only car not on the lead. No, I stand corrected. Lance Sponberg also off the lead lap. The field's starting to pack back up front. Pudge starting to make his way back toward the front. Heard a lot of guys talking about because of the low downforce and the aerodynamics of these cars, when the car on the high side can definitely make that car on the bottom lose through the turn. It's almost like when the car on the outside pulls alongside, he can almost pull the back end around of the car on the bottom. It's going to make things a bit tricky for guys running that bottom line. Front three rows side by side. Now PJ Cox and Jarrett Woodard pulling up. Here comes Bernheimer. Colby Whipple starting to make his way forward now as well, up 12 spots into the top 10. Jeff Sheldon sneaking his way up here. Jeff has quietly worked his way into the playoffs all season. No wins, but he has just been extraordinarily consistent. Richie Joplin has reclaimed the lead for the moment. Look at the cars bobbling going into the turns. Jacob Morgan starting to make his way forward now. Jeff Sheldon in this fight at the back of this lead pack. I think Sheldon might have the best view in the house, so why don't we dial up his in-car and just take a look at his view. You can see he's having to fight the car even on the straightaways. Lance Sponberg has gone to pit road. His night may be done. Into 1 and 2. Sheldon just sitting back in the draft. You can hear him getting out of the throttle. He is not trying to run up on anybody. He's just taking it easy for the moment. You hear how much he has to get out of the throttle through the turn just to hold on to it. We've got another car headed for pit road. As they cross the start-finish line, Sheldon did 1.5 miles in 30.94 seconds. Clay Kirchenbauer was the car down on the bottom. He did not go to pit road. But something definitely happened to Clay. Let's see if we can figure out what happened here. There you see Clay on the bottom. And that outside car right beside him it got a little unstable. Pudge right to his back bumper as they try. Oh, Clay got to the lead and just snaps loose. Keeps his foot in it. A great save by Clay and great job staying out of the way. Not causing a bigger incident. Clay drifted back to 14th, but he'll be able to ride along till the end of stage 1. Meanwhile, Richie Joplin, who last season won the truck race at Talladega and is always in the fight in those plate races, you heard drivers talking about this is very much like a plate race. So guys are racing it like that, and guys like Richie Joplin are going to have a bit of an advantage here. As here comes Swafford back to the lead. Richie gets hung out to the high side. He's going to drop back a few spots. Back. Oh, we've got Newbie around. I'm sorry, that was Whipple that went around. Holy cow. See what happened with Colby here. Did he get a... Whoops. I think he might have gotten a little love tap from Jacob Morgan there. Let's back it up just a hair and grab a different angle on this. I think he just got arrow. Oh, we've got a... The 79 slips up. He tries to avoid. And once something happens here, man, it involves a lot of drivers, but great save by Colby Whipple. Clay Kirchenbauer already trying to make his way back toward the front. He's almost caught up to Jeff Sheldon. Another guy who has snapped loose and managed to save it. Meanwhile, up at the front, look at the battle going here. Swafford still holds the lead. Richie has managed to get some help up on the high side from Kevin Bernheimer. Swafford moving around a lot. We talked earlier, there is not a lot of grip to be had out there. These cars are sliding around already. And these guys snapping loose or having to check up, and the car just not able to do it as quickly as they'd like. Everybody has to... Oh, Bernheimer's loose! He saves it. We might have to start getting your votes on who has the best saves here tonight. As Jeffrey Goodpaster moves down to the bottom, he's trying to come forward, and look at Jacob Morgan. Morgan's going to make it 3 wide. No, he backs out. Morgan had one heck of a run out of turn 4, trying to make it 3 wide. We've got a car in the wall. Back towards the back, a 5-car pack has started to form to fight their way back forward. Lance Sponberg, Tyler Ott, Darren Silva, all still out on track. Paulo Anacito back in 19th, Sean Lesperance in 18th. Jeff Sheldon has lost a lot of spots. He is back now into 17th, but newcomer Christopher Confer, holy cow, Christopher's loose. Hard hit to the inside wall, but he saves it. How many times are we going to say, but he saves it tonight? Newbie now on his way to the front. Brandon Newbie up 17 spots into 4th already. They're 3 wide back behind Jarrett Woodard on the high side. Man, these guys going down to the apron, you can see the banking is almost non-existent on the straightaways, but it's enough to unsettle the cars. Leslie, I have to agree that there have been some epic saves so far tonight. Oh, we've got one up in the wall. Brandon Newby just gave the wall a little kiss through 3 and 4. 5 laps from the first stage break. Richie Joplin hops to the high side, trying to go back to the lead. No help at the moment. But Jacob Morgan is making something happen up top in the 24. He's picking them off one at a time on the high side. And meanwhile, it's getting really dicey up at the front as Gardner and Richie go at it. Richie now has some help on the high side. Bernheimer and Newby are up there. Here comes Morgan down on the bottom. Paulo Anacito on the high side is going to make it 3 wide. He is having some problems here. Paulo, although if he holds on to his current position, will be the lucky dog at the stage break. Gardner all over the bumper on Swafford. Richie's trying to make something happen up top of Bernheimer. Bernheimer moved up a little bit. Richie still gets the run. Morgan's looking 3 wide again. Backs out of it again. But manages to keep enough momentum. He's going to pull up several spots. Wow, what a gutsy move. Swafford is leading as we get down to the stage break. Oh, he slips up a little bit out of turn 2. He pulls back down, but does Gardner have the momentum? Not yet, and Richie Joplin now on the high side might have it. That high side is starting to come in quickly. One more time around, and they will get the stage break. Swafford and Richie Joplin have traded the lead for most of this stage, but at the final lap of the stage, here comes Richie on the high side. With the push from Newby. This might be a photo finish on stage 1. They almost touch. Oh, and it is Richie Joplin at the line. Wow. Stage 1 was nuts. We may have to turn down the AC in the booth because I'm already sweating. This has been, like I said, I broadcast one other race. It was Xfinity cars, and those were really crazy. But man, this is taking it up a whole nother level. Richie Joplin wins the stage. Swafford comes home second. Gardner in third. Brandon Newby comes from way back in 21st to finish fourth. Bernheimer in fifth. Goodpaster sixth. PJ in seventh. Jacob Morgan, Jarrett Woodard, and Russell Worth rounding out the top 10. Paulo Anacito a lap down. He's going to stay out and get waved back around to the lead lap. Looks like Darren Silva, Brody Green also staying out. All right, everybody, catch your breath there for a moment. Wow. Now it's a race off pit road. Brandon Newby picked up a bunch of spots. It's going to get dicey. Newby comes out in 6th. Let's see if I can find him and get a word. Hey, Newby, it's Doug. You got me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You are definitely having some fun out there tonight, man. What a charge in the first stage.
Man, I think I didn't blink the last 10 laps.
I wouldn't blame you, man. That was everything was a bit insane out there, but man, you came from 21st. We're running in 4th at the stage break. You lost a couple spots on pit road, but with a run like that, it doesn't matter. You could shoot to the lead in a blink.
Oh, man, this is all, who's going to be there at the end. You'll probably see me fall back, and then towards the end of the stage, come back to the front.
Well, man, it sounds like you guys are having a blast out there. It obviously looks like a lot of fun. Great job so far, and good luck, buddy.
Thank you, thank you.
Newby pulls off the biggest move of the race so far, but look at Kevin Bernheimer, who's now up into 4th. PJ Cox up into 5th. There are some guys making some big charges here tonight. Lights already out on the pace car. We're getting quickie cautions here tonight. And just noticing in the middle of the field, there's a few guys. There's obviously been some bump drafting going on out there because there's a few guys with that back bumper a bit banged up. Look at Bernheimer's, Gardner's. Jarrett Woodard's is a bit banged up. This also with the stage break, the guys that had problems early on, like Clay Kirchenbauer, they're now back in the fight. Jeffrey Goodpaster back in this as well. Blake Viken is back in it. 19 cars on the lead lap. Darren Silva, Paulo Aniceto, both back on the lead lap now. Anybody want to make a bold prediction on who wins stage 2? Pace car is in. Richie fires there away. Green is in the air. Richie gets a big jump, maybe too much of a jump. These guys will be able to run him down really quickly. Swafford slides right down in front of Gardner. They're going to have the draft advantage coming out of turn 2. PJ Cox now up into 4th. Bernheimer in 5th. Newby in 6th. Morgan now up into 7th. Viken in 8th. Jared Woodard in 9th. Clay Kirchenbauer in 10th. Clay all the way down on the apron trying to get as much as he can. Cold tires is when we saw the most problems early on. Hopefully some of these guys are being a little bit more cautious, as it looks like Viken's starting to blink a little bit. Now Woodard's starting to blink a little bit. Top 3 staying single file, but a lot of battling going on behind. Newby up on the high side. Morgan down on the bottom. Kirchenbauer back with the lead pack, trying to find a run up top. And it looks like they're thinking about making it 3 wide. V can suddenly go. Kirchenbauer's in the wall. He's at speed, but we'll have to take a look, see if we can get a closer view of the right side of that car. Not much damage. If he can hang on to the draft, he can make his way back up, but man. And the fastest lap of the race so far tonight, Sean Lesperance back in 14th. In fact, Sean is the only driver to get under the 30-second mark here tonight with a 29.92. And man, it is a dogfight back here tonight. Russell Worth in the fight. Colby Whipple is there. Pudge is there. Sean is there. Clay Kirchenbauer is pulling back up to him. And they're all back together again while the front half of the pack is starting to battle a little bit too. Newby and Morgan still going at it. Woodard and Bernheimer going at it. As of right now, only the top three have not changed. PJ Cox now in fourth, Brandon Newby now in fifth. Really surprised with the number of guys we're now seeing hop down to the apron to make something happen. Jeff Sheldon has had an issue, as has Brody Green. Oh, they met in the middle. Brody was coming down the track. Sheldon was already there. They get together, but they stay out of the racing groove, so no caution. Jeff Sheldon, one of the playoff drivers, did not want this to go this way here tonight. Richie Joplin, though, out front just running his race. A lot of movement down the front straightaway, and it's not guys looking for a run, at least not at the moment. That's just the, that is just the car getting upset. As they go from the banking to the flat and back to the banking, Sean Lesperance and Paulo Aniceto mixed in with Colby Whipple. Whipple down on the apron. He's going back. Sean gets a little loose, but manages to hold on to it. Wow, he is really struggling to get it back up to speed. Now he's back up on the track. Back up front, stay halfway through stage two. The top four still single file, but right behind them is a mess of cars. They're trying to get three wide. They were trying to briefly get four wide there. Clay Kirchenbauer now back in the top 10. Newby still up towards the front, up on the high side, getting a little help from Viken. And that help went away. Newby is now falling back quickly. Oh, Viken, a little bobble. He slides up the track. Hold on there, Blake. Everybody spreads out. They give him room, and he saves it. And now, oh, we've got another car loose. It's Bernheimer. Bernheimer able to save it. Swafford and Gardner going at it now for second. Goodpaster and PJ Cox now going at it. That is for fourth. And look at who has caught back up to this lead group. Clay Kirchenbauer and Pujanowski are back up with the lead pack. Richie continues to lead, but man, he might be in trouble. You heard Whipple say he did not blink that last 10 laps of stage one. I'd be surprised if any of these drivers have blinked since the green flag drop for stage 2. Jacob Morgan back in 9th, Beacon back in 8th, Woodard now in 10th, Paulo Anacito now up into 11th, Cody Kennedy in 12th, Brandon Newby back in 13th, Russell Worth in 14th, holy cow, Russell, hang on to her, oh, Russell Worth, Kevin Bernheimer get together. Russell's down to the infield, out of the racing groove, Bernheimer holds on to it, caution. Bernheimer took heavy damage on that one. As did Russell Worth. It looks like he might have got an arrow loose on that one. Bernheimer has nowhere to go. And no time to react. I think Russell might have even pushed him into the wall a little bit as he came up the track. A few drivers will definitely benefit from this, but obviously 2 of them really came out on the short end, although we should see Tyler Ott get waved back around to the lead lap. Worth noting, Tyler Ott is driving a Crocs car. Several cars just outside from about 12th on back have hit pit road. 10 laps to go in the stage. Tyler Ott coming back to the lead lap. Darren Silva now the car in position for the lucky dog when the stage brake comes out. He just has to keep it in front of Jeff Sheldon. Actually, he's 1 lap ahead of Sheldon. So as long as he keeps it in one piece, Darren Silva will be back on the lead lap at the stage brake. That'll put 19 of the 23 cars on the lead lap. You know what? I generally try and avoid interviewing this driver because it's always bad luck. We're just not going to say anything positive. Hey, Jacob, it's Doug. You got me?
Yeah, man, what's up?
Hey, I'm not saying anything positive so I don't jinx you, but it has been wild out there.
Yes, it has. Have you seen that? Have you running that bottom and hitting apron?
I saw you down on the bottom getting a run, making it 3 wide and having to back out before you got to 1. It was, man, that's some crazy running. There are very few drivers I would expect to see pull that off, but man, you're doing a great job down there.
Yeah, I can make some moves down there, man. Figure this thing out, man.
Well, good luck, buddy. It has been awesome seeing you do so well tonight.
Thank you, buddy.
Jacob Morgan, like he said, we've seen drivers get down to the apron, but none have been making moves down there like Morgan has. It's been a bit crazy. Lights are on, cars are stacked back up. Richie Joplin and Justin Swafford on the front row. Getting ready for the pace car to drop in. He is in. Richie controls the restart. He fires there away. Green is back in the air. It'll be about 7 laps to go till the end of stage 2. And he couldn't have done that one any better because Swafford and Gardner are side by side and there's still a lot of guys back here battling. Gardner now to second place. Oh, Jarrett Woodard's starting to blink again. Paulo Inesito right behind him. And Clay Kirchenmeyer back in the top 10. Sean Lesperance has got that car going again. He is up into 14th. Looks like he's got a little bit of right front damage, though. He'll have to get some repairs under the next break. Jeffrey Goodpaster up on the high side alone. He's going to fade just a little bit, slide back in behind Morgan. Meanwhile, Richie continues to lead Gardner on his bumper. Jeremy Gardner runs second, Swafford in third. What about PJ Cox has gotten up to fourth and then just giving himself room, not getting into the fight, just riding this thing out. He's got Pudge all over the back bumper, though. He might have to do something here in a minute. Meanwhile, the battle back behind as Jacob Morgan continues to march. They're trying to get three wide again. Oh, we've got some bumping. Goodpaster gets the wall, but everybody holds on. Let's see if we can see what happened with Goodpaster here. He was up on that high side, had Clay right behind him as he starts making his way forward. Gets up to the high side, three wide. There wasn't enough room. He gets tapped. Everybody manages to avoid him. He gets off the wall, but he's going to lose a ton of momentum here. Up front, Richie Joplin and Gardner, nose to tail. Gardner is definitely looking for a move here. Here comes Viken. Here comes Pudge. Pudge making one heck of a run here. Kirchenbauer's got a run. The highlight has definitely been coming alive. And here late in the run, Swafford is up there with help. At the line, it's Richie by a nose, but as soon as they cross, Swafford goes to the lead. Now they're side by side up front, the first three rows. Bernheimer's now back up here with Jacob Morgan. Richie Joplin back to the lead. One more lap in the stage, and Richie Joplin has led all of them. Gardner holds second. The run from the high side is building again. Pudge is bobbling back behind, loses some ground. Morgan looks way to the bottom, can't find a hole. Swafford looks up top. Oh, Gardner almost gets into Richie's bumper. But they come down across three wide behind. And Richie Joplin's going to win stage number 2. Oh, we've got a wreck behind. Bernheimer's in trouble. Richie's still holding on to it. Looks like the stage got extended just a little bit. They might have started counting from when they went back to green. Look who is now in the top 5. Here comes Jacob Morgan. Richie still holding on to the lead. Pudge almost gets together with Veekan. Veekan making quite a fight alone on the high side. Morgan seems to have lost the lead draft. The top 4 goes single file. Jacob Morgan in 5th. Swafford now way back in 6th. Paulo Anacito now up to 7th. PJ Cox in 8th. Clay Kirchenbauer in 9th. And Cody Kennedy out of nowhere up into 10th. Darren Silva back behind as we get the stage break at lap 64. Richie Joplin has swept both stages so far. At this rate, I'm not going to be able to talk tomorrow. What a race it has been so far, but going into the 3rd stage, they will have to make a pit stop at some point. The 2nd stage went green. Most of the 1st stage went green. Could we really see green flag stops here tonight? And what is that going to look like? Everybody headed for pit road. Richie will be the first one to hit his pit stall. He qualified on the pole. He has won both stages so far. Could tonight be a Richie Joplin dominated night? And he hits his pit stall. We're going to try and get a word with him. Hey, Richie, it's Doug. You got me?
Yeah, go ahead, Doug.
Hey, dude, you are just dominating out there tonight.
I think I just letting me win right now.
I seriously doubt that because we have seen everybody try and battle you out here. But, man, what a great run it has been so far.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I think I figured something out. I'm just riding and biding my time, and I got 2 stage wins. You believe that?
I know, man. 2 stage wins and the pole. All you got to do is get 1 more tonight.
Yes, but it's gonna be tough. It's got a long run coming right here, and I think it's gonna be down to whoever can get on pit road and off, and with help.
Well, man, good luck. You definitely earned everything so far. I hope we see you in victory lane, buddy.
Thank you.
Richie Joplin ended up coming off pit road in 2nd. Jeremy Gardner now to the lead. And it looks like Darren Silva is going to be back on the lead lap. We do have several drivers already out, including Christopher Confer. Russell Worth is on pit road. Brody Green is out. Lance Sponberg is out. And look, no, I stand corrected. It looks like 1 driver out of the race. Christopher Confer. Everybody else is still running. They stack back up for the restart, the start of the final stage. Jeremy Gardner, Richie Joplin on the front row, Blake Veekan and Jacob Morgan have the 2nd. Pudge and Paulo Anacito on the third. PJ Cox, Clay Kirchenbauer of the fourth row. Cody Kennedy and Jarrett Woodard round out your top 10. Colby Whipple, Justin Swafford, Tyler Ott, Sean Lesperance, Brandon Newby, Kevin Bernheimer, Darren Silva, and Jeffrey Goodpaster, the 18 cars on the lead lap. Hard to believe, given the chaos we've saw so far, that 18 of these drivers are still running on the lead lap. Great saves, great drives by everybody out there tonight. But now the aggression about to crank up to 11. Pace car drops in. Gardner fires. Green is back in the air. Richie drops back to the bottom. Morgan looking up on the high side. Viken right there with him. Morgan settles in fourth. Paulo now up battling for fifth with Pudge. Clay Kirchenbauer's up there with PJ Cox. Cody Kennedy not far behind. Jared Woodard, and look, Colby Whipple is back in this fight. Swafford has drifted all the way back to 12th. Tyler Ott in 13th. Newby back in 14th. He did say expect to see him go backwards and forwards but a couple of times before the night's out. Unfortunately, Evan, I do not have one set up for this track yet. Sean Lesperance holds on in 15th, but it does look like the car is back in good shape here. Jeffrey Goodpaster in 16th. Darren Silva in 17th, trying to make his way back toward the front as well. Meanwhile, this lead pack, Jeremy Gardner is trying to make that car the entire width of the track to hold on to that lead. It has been tough for anybody to get by Richie all night. Could this be a battle of track position? Viken now pulls the nose ahead of Richie into second place. Morgan dropping way down to the apron again, trying to get that run. And they're trying to get three wide again back here. Caution is out. Lance Sponberg involved. Lance right behind Sean as they go off into the turn. Looks like Jeff Sheldon. Looks like Lance just comes down. Nowhere to go. Viken now up into second place. Let's see if we can talk to him. Hey Blake, it's Doug. You got me? Hey Blake, it's Doug. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, you have definitely had a wild run up to the top two tonight, buddy.
Oh yeah, especially that first wreck. It's been wild.
Well, now you're up front. Can you hold on to it up there? I mean, it's been tricky to get around up there, but man, you fought your way up here. Do you have a way around Gardner?
Yeah, it'd be calling the bumper, most likely.
Well, that could definitely make for an interesting end of the night, man. Man, it has been
Oh,
a great run so far. You've had some, you along with several other drivers had some great saves here tonight. A great job holding on to that car.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a handful.
It definitely looks like it. Good luck, man. Keep it up. Only one more spot to go, bud.
Yes, sir.
Blake Viken looking for the win, and he is willing to use the bumper. He is one of the playoff contenders, so wants every point he can get here tonight. Pudge now back up in the top 5. Let's take a look. Darren Silva is already up 8 spots back into 12th after going a lap down earlier. Getting his lap back, he is now fighting his way forward. Clay Kirchenbauer slipped back into 13th for the moment, and as we mentioned, Brandon Newby has also slipped back. Jeffrey Goodpaster, after getting a little close with the wall earlier, is now back in 17th, looking to fight his way back up. Jacob Morgan actually coming to pit road. We saw a lot of drivers fake to pit road earlier, but only ones outside the top 10 went in. Looks like Morgan's going to go ahead and take a chance here. Although the moves that 24 car's been making, it does not surprise me to see him go back there, and he's going to make some crazy moves to get back up to the front. All right, Gardner and Viken have the front row. Richie and Pudge on the second. Paulo Anacito, Cody Kennedy, PJ Cox, Justin Swafford, Colby Whipple, and Darren Silva now round out your top 10. One driver I definitely would not count out at this point is Darren Silva. From as far back as he has made a comeback here tonight, I think anything is possible for that young man. Pace car is in. Gardner controls the restart. Green flag is back in the air. They're down and away. Viken quickly slides into line in front of Richie into second place. And we've got a wreck on the front straightaway. It's a big one. Caution is back out. Brandon Newby, Jared Woodard at the line. Let's see. There was a big checkup in front of him. Oh, Paulo and the 05, both of them moving towards each other. They get together and everybody gets stacked up. Clay Kirchenbauer's caught in it. Sean Lesperance is caught in it. Oh, the 29 Darren Silva gets a little bit of it. And Jacob Morgan gets a bit of it. Brody Green gets a piece of it, as does Kevin Bernheimer. Brody actually, oh no, he does completely miss any contact. Paulo's car looks like it. No, he was rolling again. A lot of cars making their way to pit road for repairs. One driver who's avoided all the chaos so far tonight has been Cody Kennedy. See if we can get a word with him. Hey, Cody, it's Doug. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
Hey, not talking about you for the first half, but man, the second half of the race, you're already in the top 5. That's been one heck of a run.
Yeah, considering the first incident I got involved in, and I had to use my faster pair, so I just hung out in the back and just took it easy and just let everybody else just crush each other.
Man, it's definitely paid off. Now you're up here, and it looks like Pudge has even got some damage in front of you. You've got a couple of fast guys up there. Can you get up there and do anything with them?
The way the track is and the setup and with these cars, if you're around with each other, it just gets super loose and the target heats up and just acts like the NASCAR legends of the 87s. And just depends on the driving skill, really. And then if I have a chance, I would get this battered comedy Chevrolet up for the win.
Well, man, good luck tonight. It has been quite a run for you. A great comeback from the early incident, and hopefully we talk to you after the race.
Yeah, me too, buddy. Hope I see you there.
All right, good luck, man.
Thank you.
Sean Lesperon's dropping word. One of the 2 drivers involved in that in that incident, their wheel died. That is a big heartbreaker to have your wheel die mid-race, especially in a situation like that. Several drivers coming back off of pit road, but looking back through the field, Clay Kirchenbauer, PJ Cox seems to be okay. Clay is okay. Colby Whipple looks to be okay. Jacob Morgan is repaired. Darren Silva is coming back out, but it appears he has lost a lap again. Still, at this point, I would not count Silva out yet. Pace car is in. Here we go. Green is back in the air. Gardner cannot get a jump on Richie. Richie slides back in. Pudge is now right there. Cody Kennedy and Blake Viken up on the high side. Swafford down on the bottom. And here comes a big run by Richie and Pudge. Due to that high line, they cannot make a move at the moment. And that high line really starting to move now. Blake Viken, Cody Kennedy. Oh, caution is out. Tyler Ott and Jeff Sheldon involved. Oh, they were 3 wide, you could tell they were trying to give each other room. Both cars heavily damaged. Just meet in the middle. Paulo Anacito apologizing to everywhere. His wheel just died. Paulo, I have to say, I was rooting for you tonight. You had a great run. That is a heartbreak. But, man, come back next week and get them. Hey, here's some good news, I think. No, it looks like Tyler Ott's being waved around. We'll have to wait and see if Darren Silva also gets a wave around here. Paulo and Sean, you guys have been out there. Who is your prediction for the win tonight? Paulo Aniceto still sitting on pit road. Sean Lesperott's back out on track, but heavily damaged. You know what? Let's see if we can talk to Paulo. Hey, Paulo, it's Doug. You got me?
How's it going, Doug?
Hey, pretty good. Obviously, a rough ending to the night. Will you be able to get back out and get some points tonight?
Yeah, I'm going to try to get out there and putt around and see if, salvage whatever I can here.
Well, man, I have to say, that was one heck of a run you had going tonight. You were back front all night long, but you still had quite a run and quite a car tonight, buddy.
Thanks, bud. It was fun. And then, a little wheel malfunction there for a few seconds and caused a big one. Oh,
well, man, great job so far. Hopefully, will you get some points and go on to next week and have better luck.
thanks, bud. But hopefully.
Paulo Aniceto obviously still pretty happy, having a lot of fun out there tonight. And hey, here's another update. Darren Silva's back to the lead lap. Oh my goodness. Every time the caution comes out, Darren Silva picks up a ton of spots or gets a lap back. Somebody throw that man a lucky rabbit's foot. He'll come out with the win tonight. Evan Smith would love to see Pudge in victory lane tonight. Hey, good evening, Corey. All right, Darren is back in 14th place now. Tail end of the lead lap, and it looks like, no, that car is fully repaired, so we saw the run he had on that last restart. Can he do it again here? Only 13 spots to go. Pace car about to drop in. Gardner will control the restart. Cody Kennedy starting up on the high side this time with Blake Viken. And as we've seen late in that second stage and ever since, that high line is really starting to build some momentum. They have got some rubber laid down. They've got some grip. And I think that outside line, as this thing goes on, may be the place to be. Pace car is in. Gardner's in the zone. He fires. Green flag is in the... Oh, no! Cody gets caught napping. The whole outside line is checked up. The front three on the inside are gone. Looks like he might have missed a shift. Something went wrong, and here comes Swafford. Swafford was up at the front, finished second in the first stage, and then had fallen back to as far back as 15th and is now back up in the fight. Corey, he is one of those that, yes, Darren Silva does deserve a win. If he could just get some luck on his side, and holy cow, Bernheimer and Pudge almost get together. I heard a few of the drivers say the track is getting hotter. It is Hotlanta. Cody Kennedy up on the high side with Blake Viken. They're starting to build some momentum again. Bernheimer looks high. Then he comes back down. This is getting sketchy as Bernheimer now up on the high side is going to have some help. Kevin Bernheimer, not one of the playoff drivers. He is just out here for a win. Man, this whole front group is snaking and weaving. What is Pudge? Pudge has been watching Jacob Morgan race all night. He's trying. Oh, we've got a car going sideways. It's PJ Cox. He saves it. He's still drifting it. Holy crap, what a save by PJ Cox. Let's see if we can see what happened to PJ. We talked about it earlier, how unsettling coming up can be off the bottom. He just gets unsettled, and it looked like Swafford might have given him a little kiss. Bernheimer up on the wall trying to make a move back toward the front. Richie Joplin's looking to the high side. He wants the lead back. And he's got the momentum, and now he's got some drafting help. Gardner not ready to give it up yet. He put his binky in, pulled up his diaper, and pushed the throttle. Pudge now up in third. Clay Kirchenbauer's back up here. Jarrett Woodard shoots. Oh, Woodard's loose. He saves it. Apparently we're doing this again. These guys, you can tell at times they are just not lifting. They're giving everything they've got tonight. Richie Joplin looks like he's building a run again up on the high side with Bernheimer pushing. Now Cody Kennedy back up there. But Pudge on the bottom into second place. And the bump draft down the back straightaway into turn 3. At least for the moment, that bottom line looking a lot more stable. Bernheimer's starting to get a little sketchy. Is he trying to make this 3 wide? Pudge comes up a little bit, almost gets Richie. Oh, it is getting really dicey up here. Gardner's got to be loving what he's seeing in his mirror. Looked like Viken and Kennedy backed off for a moment when they saw that happening. Oh, we got Richie's around. He's in the wall. Bernheimer's caught. Cody's caught. Jacob Morgan's caught. Caution is out. We are well within the window for pit stops here. Pudge comes up, a little neck code, and he gets him. Bernheimer has nowhere to go, and the guys behind just stack up quickly. Pudge now in second. Clay back up into third. Viken into fourth. Swafford's now back up here in fifth. Whipple is now to sixth. Jacob Morgan's going to need some repairs in seventh. PJ Cox is coming in. Richie Joplin limping it around, hoping he can get back to his pit stall before the engine gives. Everybody hits their pit boxes and are rolling again. Evan, unfortunately, Pudge is driving a Ford. And there's really no help for some people. There's just only so much you can do. Clay Kirchenbauer now in third, and Swafford has snuck his way back up here into fourth. Darren Silva, somehow or another, is currently scored as the leader. Imagine once this cycle, now it's cycled around. Darren now in 10th. Hey, Darren, it's Doug. You got me? Hey, Darren, it's Doug in the booth. You got me? Doesn't look like we've got Darren on the radio right now. We'll try and dial him up later. Gardner and Pudge stack back up side by side as the lights go off. Richie Joplin comes out in 9th. Darren out in 10th. Clay Kirchenbauer and Jeremy Gardner and Pudge on the front row. Clay and Justin on the second. Colby Whipple, Blake Veakin on the third. Newbie and PJ Cox on the fourth. Darren Silva, Richie Joplin round out the top 10. Jacob Morgan back on pit road. He was scored in 11th. He'll drop back to about 13th. Bernheimer appears to be out of the race. Jarrett Woodard currently scored in 13th. PJ that's found on road dead. Fix or repair daily. Yeah, Evan, I have to fully agree with that. Just think how many races Pudge would have won if he had gotten into a Chevy. As fast as Pudge is, he would have won every race this season in a Chevy, but y'all got to talk to him. Pace car is in. They fire. Green is back in the air. Gardner gets a good jump. Kirchenbauer looking to the bottom for second. Newbie's back up in the fight now. Whipple is back up in the fight now. And PJ Cox, who had that epic save but lost a ton of ground, he's now back up in 8th. Richie Joplin, Darren Silva now trying to get hooked up and come forward. Cody Kennedy back there. Cody missing his front clip, likely at a big aero disadvantage here. Side by side as Clay Kirchenbauer goes to the lead for the first time tonight. Oh, Clay gets loose off 2, but he saves it. What a save. He did say in pre-race he liked the loose handling race car. It's Gardner back in the lead at the line, but Kirchenbauer gets a massive run down the front straight. Veakin comes up the track. Almost getting together with Pudge there. 21 laps to go. These guys are pulling no punches now. And look who's back into the lead pack. Richie Joplin. Darren Silva may be losing the draft here. Darren's still in 10th place, but he's going to need some help from these guys back behind. Richie Joplin now up into 8th. He is back on the move. Gardner, Veakin, nose to tail, 1-2, holy cow, Pudge and Clay going at it. Blake Veakin just started blinking. As we've mentioned in the past, due to the way the code is written for iRacing, if that car's not there, if we don't see the car, the drivers don't see the car, and the draft from that car is gone, so it affects everybody. Even that loss of draft for a split second could be catastrophic for somebody late in the race. Holy cow, Clay was loose. Newbie was loose underneath as well. Veeking, Bleakin. We've got a car starting to work his way forward again. Richie Joplin now up into 7th place. Looking underneath Pudge. Newbie gets loose off 2. Kirchenbauer takes advantage on the high side. He's got help from Pudge. Pudge gets a big run into turn 3. Nobody dropping back down to the bottom though. They're trying to make this outside line work, but Kirchenbauer gets hung out to dry. Pudge comes down to the bottom. Swafford goes with him. Now it's a 5-car draft down on the bottom. Man, Kevin, you had quite a run going tonight, buddy. And the first person to get up there and give Richie a run for his money, that was an impressive run. Gardner still has the lead. Veeking in 2nd. Pudge in 3rd. Swafford in 4th. Newbie in 5th. Holy cow, Newbie's loose off 4. PJ Cox in 7th. Richie in 8th. Trying to build a run. And out of nowhere, Colby Whipple's back up in here. All right, Bernheimer, who's your pick? Who's going to pull this off tonight? Cody Kennedy has come to pit road. Old Blake is loose. Blake's going up the track. Pudge drops down under. Clay's looking for a hole under Pudge. He's got the nose in. Clay Kirchenbauer's got help from Swafford. Kirchenbauer now into 2nd. Swafford is 3rd. Pudge loose off 4. Veeking right to his back bumper. And look at this. Out of nowhere, PJ Cox has got a run on the bottom. Richie drops in behind him. Kevin Bernheimer's calling this one for Pudge. Pudge starting to get a run back up on the high side. Several cars down on the apron trying to limp back to pit road. Pudge slides in 3rd. Kirchenbauer in 2nd. They are gaining on Gardner. Gardner cannot put that car everywhere he needs it to be right now. Clay slides up in front of Pudge. Pudge crosses back to the bottom. They're coming around to get 10 to go. And hold your breath, folks, because it's about to get wilder. Pudge now pulls a nose ahead. He's got Veeking pushing. Swafford and Newbie right behind. Clay losing a little ground with no help up top. Pudge is loose. Veeking is loose. Caution is out. Richie gets caught. And a lot of these guys have already used their fast repair. Pudge was already loose getting through there. Veeking just starts getting loose. Tries to move up the track to avoid Pudge. Gets into Newbie. They clip Richie. And a lot of hard hits there. Now Gardner has the lead. Clay in second. Pudge survives in third, but he has got some damage. Swafford now in fourth. PJ Cox in fifth. Yeah, Kevin, we saw that with you and many. I think everybody at some point was running into that. Darren Silva now up into sixth, but remember, he has got some damage. He is not up to full speed at the moment. Given the number of cars involved in that incident, Jacob Morgan's in the same boat. He's going to pick up a lot of spots, but he is not going to have a lot of speed. Let's see if we can talk to Clay Kirchenbauer. Hey, Clay, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, Doug, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Surviving, Doug. Surviving.
I have to ask, did you wear the brown pants to this race?
You know, I probably should have worn the brown pants, because now I'm going to have to go change them, like Gardner.
Well, man, I have to say you've been to the front, to the back, to the front, to the back, and being up here in second, avoiding that incident a moment ago. Do you have something for Gardner here?
I think I do. I'm worried about restarting on the top here. It's kind of consistently you lose 2 or 3 spots. So until you can get the momentum wound up, you got to get to the bottom. So hopefully I can have a good restart here and get down as quick as possible. I just don't think I'm gonna. It's gonna be really hard to pass Jeremy on the top. It's just not been working so far.
Well, good luck, man. You've had a great fight so far tonight, a great comeback, and hopefully we'll be talking to you after the race, buddy.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
Clay currently running in second with Gardner on the front row. Gardner and Kirchenbauer on the front row, Pudge and Swafford on the second row. PJ Cox, Darren Silva on the third. Richie Joplin on the fourth with Brandon Newby. Both of these cars involved in that incident. Aero damage will be a problem. Same for Viken. Same for Whipple. Actually, I don't know that Whipple has any. And Viken looks like it's fairly minor. Nope, his back end is squashed, but time will tell which one of these guys comes to the front. They'll have about 6 laps to go when the green drops. And I think that last few laps was just a warm-up for what we're about to see here. Pace car is in. Gardner fires. Green flag is in the air. It'll be 6 to go at the line. Clay managing to hold on to second for the moment. Pudge has got the nose in on the bottom. Clay's got more help from Swafford than Pudge has right now. PJ Cox is back up. Oh, a bobble out of Kirchenbauer. He tries to come down. Cuts the runoff for PJ. Swafford hung out to dry. He'll drop back a spot into fifth. Meanwhile, Pudge all over Gardner's back bumper. 5 laps to go. Kirchenbauer's back there. PJ Cox and Swafford together. Gardner gets a massive run through 1 and 2 from the push off of Pudge. Loose off the turn. Pudge barely holds on to it. Now Pudge and Kirchenbauer have the run. Out at 3 and 4. Kirchenbauer's looking low. Is he going to make the move to the apron? He does. Kirchenbauer has the nose in. Into 1. Kirchenbauer's going to pull ahead into second. Gardner is looking in his mirror, smiling right now with all the battling going on behind him. PJ Cox, Justin Swafford now side by side. Richie Joplin up to 6. He's got help from Darren Silva in 7th. Do they have enough speed and enough time to catch the lead pack? It doesn't look good. They're 1.5 seconds back and losing ground at the moment. But with these 5 up here, anything could happen. Swafford gives Pudge a big push into 3. Pudge almost in the wall off turn 4, and Kirchenbauer goes to the high side looking for help. Can't get there. Pudge has the run. There are no friends on track right now. You gotta make a move your own. Clay Lowe dropping back just a little bit for one more run, one more time. Here we go. White flag is in the air. Clay's got help from PJ on the high side. Gardner tries to block. Clay comes back down to the bottom. Everybody gets a little sketchy off of turn 2. Here comes Swafford right to go. Oh! Clay's loose. He holds on to it. Swafford gets him. Pudges in it. Everybody wrecks behind, and Gardner pulls the win. Colby Whipple comes home in 2nd. Richie finishes 3rd. Clay comes across in the grass in 4th. Darren Silva pulls the top 5. Holy crap. Before we interview the top 3, it looks like Swafford tucks just enough air up under Clay to get him loose. Clay almost has it saved. They get together. Swafford comes up. Pudge gets collected. Swafford has one heck of a ride. Let's take a look at Pudge's involvement. Wow, Pudge just smacks the wall, ends up going backwards. Spins and Jacob Morgan comes. They continue crashing back behind. And Pudge finishes going backwards. All right, let's talk to our top 3, starting with Richie Joplin. Holy. Oh my God. Hey, Richie, it's Doug. You got me?
Yeah, did you see that?
Are you okay, buddy?
Oh, yeah. I just went through the grass and held on to it.
Well, that was a pass in the grass if I've ever seen one, buddy. Man, what a comeback after dominating the first 2 stages. Coming back and finishing 3rd, it was definitely a great night for you in the playoffs.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. I'm going to have to check the replay on that.
It's going to be one of the few races I actually saved the replay on for that last couple of laps. I guarantee you there'll be a clip coming out of that one eventually. Man.
That was good fun racing right there. Caught up.
Go ahead.
Got caught up in a few things, but it was still fun. I mean, I actually had fun on that. That was pretty cool. Had to drive the car. It got on the longer runs. It got a little loose, but you had to drive it. It was awesome. I enjoyed it.
Man, you did an amazing job. That was a great comeback, buddy. Congratulations. That was an awesome night.
Thank you.
Colby Whipple comes home in 2nd. Hey, Colby, I have to ask, going into that final restart, where did you think you were going to finish?
Well, on that last restart, I decided to go and take tires. Only the top 11 were on the lead laps. I figured worse, I restarted as 11th with fresh tires, and I got caught speeding. So I thought probably 11th.
Well, and you come home with 2nd place. Definitely quite a comeback there.
I have to thank the Nowski guys, Pudge, all the guys in this group. this is my first time even finishing in the top 3 with these guys from last season or this season. So this is awesome. I had a great race. I was up front all day, or up in the pack all day. I just had a ton of fun. I've never had to focus more on a race with the way these cars drove on this track in a pack, but it was an incredible day, and I could not be happier. If Gardner would have wrecked and gave me the win, I would have been happier, I guess. But awesome finish.
Well, man, a great job, a great comeback. Congratulations, buddy. That was a well-deserved second place.
Thank you so much, Doug. I had a blast. Thanks.
Colby's obviously very happy, but I think the most happy driver out there. Hey, Jeremy, I have to ask, on that last few laps after the restart, were you just smiling looking in your mirror?
I mean, my diaper was getting full, but no, I didn't know. I didn't want to smile. You always know how the last laps are on super speedway racing like that. So,
man, you came across with quite a gap there, which was pretty much unpredicted. I mean, we never thought you. It looked like up until that last lap, it looked like you were going to be fighting for it, and you were having to move everywhere, just breaking the draft and breaking runs behind you.
Yeah, I kept moving the outside line so I can get the outside line of run so they could side draft off whoever was behind me so I could just take off, which it worked out pretty good.
What?
Clay was definitely coming though, so I had to do something.
Man, what a run it was. I mean, you were up there in the top 3 the first couple of stages, and then once you got to the lead, you were pretty much untouchable.
Oh yeah, that was definitely fun. I wasn't expecting it to be that fun, but it was pretty damn fun.
It sure as hell looked like it.
Oh, it was.
Man, congratulations. A great way to start the playoffs with a win. Great job tonight.
Absolutely. Appreciate it.
Go change your diaper, buddy.
All right, people.
Jeremy Gardner gets the first win of the playoffs. Holy crap, what a finish. I've seen some wild finishes at Daytona and Talladega, but Atlanta, that one takes the cake, man. Great racing by all the drivers tonight. Some epic saves tonight. Great job by everybody. A great way to start the playoffs, and congratulations to everybody in the field. It was an awesome night. What a great show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys had as much fun as we did. Make sure you're following on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. We'll have this race posted on YouTube later tonight. And some announcements for some of the other leagues, including a lot of recruitment coming up in the next couple of weeks. You're not going to want to miss out on any of those opportunities. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm going to go take a break now. Have a great night.